Kia ora everyone, I'm Daniel, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you guys how I take my photos for Instagram. Okay guys, so today is a lot more of a chilled out video, almost going on the edge of a vlog. What I want to do guys is bring you along, kind of show you how I go about getting my photos, the camera settings, little things like that, and kind of just again giving you a bit more of an insight to what it's actually like for me to get photos and how I create my content on Instagram. So guys, I got to be at the first location in about half an hour, so I've got the jacket on because it is so damn cold outside. And if you guys want to know, this ASOS jacket with the padding on the inside is from ASOS, and we're gonna go meet my friend, get to it, and let's see what the day's got in store for us. What's up guys? Okay, so we've kind of just made it to our location now. Pretty much the way we go about it is we're like, yeah, this is roughly the area we want to do, and then we kind of just walk around and see what we can get. So at the moment, this is my outfit that I'll be shooting in. So I've got the yellowish mustard denim jacket on top, and then I've got the Nike finally Zoom flies on foot. So we're gonna get set up, get the camera set up. I'll go through the camera settings for you. We're gonna shoot Jimmy first with his outfit and get into it. Also guys, this is Jimmy who I'm shooting with. So he's one of the guys who helps me out a lot with, like, you know, we just take photos and stuff together, so we get each other content. So if any of you guys are like struggling to get people to take like photos and stuff for you, team up with someone else who's kind of like needs content and stuff as well. It'll definitely help you out, and yeah, and just go about it like that. So we're gonna start to get set up now. So guys, pretty much all I'm doing now is I'm shooting in manual, so I'm getting, excuse the sirens, I'm getting all the settings set up with the lighting. So what we're shooting in guys, we've got the iOS set at 500, shutter speed set at 160, and then aperture at 2.5. Just for the lighting and everything right here, that is what we're doing. So obviously that is so unique into your, wherever you're shooting, what are the lights on. If you guys don't know how to shoot in manual, your lifesaver is chucking your camera onto AV. Now what AV does here guys, so when you switch it over, you get to choose your aperture, so that's the depth of field. So if you want a very blurry background, chuck your aperture down. Like I said, we're already on 2.5, so you get that kind of like blurry background. The lower you go, the bigger depth of field. And then if you want to see a really nice crisp background, you chuck that aperture up. By the way guys, I am no camera expert. We don't do anything like that. Everything we're doing, we've learned on YouTube and things like that. So yeah, no camera experts around here, but this is what we do. This is what I do for my photos. So yeah, if you chuck it on AV mode, it'll suss you out. All you do is control the aperture, and the camera will like automatically set up your shutter speed and exposure, iOS. But yeah, so we're all set up. It's time to shoot. Afternoon.
Yeah, do you have permission to do this?
Just to take photos?
Yeah.
Nah, I thought it was...
This is a private Thursday. It's not allowed.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, well thank you for telling us. Well, can I take just 2 minutes?
How long are you going to stay?
It was only going to be like 10 minutes or so.
That's fine.
Alright, thank you so much. Alright, thank you. So quick one guys, the other thing that's going to happen when you go out and take photos around a lot of the time is you're going to have, you know, some of the coolest areas are kind of restricted areas, or, you know, it's private property and things like that. But when someone does come up to you, be nice, you know, don't try to argue it, just be nice, be polite. They're just, you know, looking out for whatever their job is, and then most of the times like you see, they might let you stay around as well. So manners go a long way. So guys, pretty much what we've done now is, again, we've been into one area. As you see, we take a lot of photos, guys, and that's the one thing I kind of want you guys to know, is that even with my photos and stuff, like, we take a lot of photos, sometimes like 100 or even more sometimes, and you guys only see about maybe 3 max, like max 3. So it's about that whole highlight reel. Like, we still look for the best photo out of them all, and that's why I want you guys to keep in mind as well when you're taking your photos, and also when you're looking at other Instagrammers' pages, is that there's a lot more that goes into it than you know. So these are just already our raw photos. Then we're still gonna put editing and everything onto them, but that's a whole nother video. But now we're gonna go to our next location and just show you guys a little bit more. So location number 2, almost kind of the same. This is where you guys saw this photo right here that was taken in this spot. So we love this spot so much, but it's best when it is either like that early morning or late evening when you get that really nice lighting, but we're gonna make it work right now. So let's get into those photos. So with that spot right there, guys, this is already what we have right in that bit there. And then you'll see it all edited up. As you guys see, those were the raw photos here, and then edited up, boom, next to them. So like I said, a lot of the edit changes up the mood and the feel of the photos, but at the same time, just making sure your settings are kind of what you want for the vibe you're going for. Obviously, both of us go for a little bit more of a moodier feel, so we come to areas that are darker, our settings go a little bit darker and things like that as well. So if you were going for bright, vibrant colors, I would change everything up and we'd be in different locations as well. So that's that bit done. On to the next. And guys, the next bit is all trial and error. We've literally just seen this bike here, literally just seen that bike. Now we're moving it against this black wall, and yeah, we're gonna see how it looks. It's all, like I said, guys, it's all trial and error. Just give it a go and you'll never know what you could get. Yeah, let's try it. What we were just talking about then as well is that sometimes, guys, you're just, again, it's cold today, it's really cold, and you kind of start to get over the mood a little bit. And pretty much what we were saying is that sometimes if you give it an hour or you look back at your photos in a day, you start to like them again. So just keep that in mind as well when you are shooting, because trust me, the amount of photos that we see of ourselves and we're like, this is shit, and then you look at them 2 days later and we're like, okay, it's not as bad as we thought. So keep that in mind, guys. And just like that, guys, we are on to like our 5th location already, coming in on this black wall. Again, it's just trial and error, so we're gonna shoot here, get the last bit of photos, and then I will catch you guys at home to sum all of this up. Just like that, guys, those are our last photos done. So we'll go back to my place, look at them, and I'll show you kind of like the final bit and sum it all up. So yeah, also, guys, don't forget, I'll link Jimmy in the description box as well. Check out his stuff, his photos and stuff as well. Shredded dude, puts me to shame because I eat too much McDonald's. But yeah, let's go back to mine. All right, guys, so we are back. It was damn cold outside. Whew. So that was our photos today. I hope that showed you guys a little bit more of an insight to kind of what it's like to take the photos and kind of just the whole thing of it. That kind of took us all up about 2 hours. So when you guys see that one photo online, or at least for me, you know, that's only from like a 1 to 2 hour kind of like shoot, and that includes, you know, walking around to locations, things like that, playing with settings. But that is also capturing content for 2 people, myself and Jimmy. Now just actually to go back to the camera that I was using, I know I went through the settings, however the camera that I use is the Canon 60D and I use it with a 50mm lens. This is a very basic camera, and the lens 50mm are kind of good for those portrait photos. If I was going for more like landscape photos, it's not the lens I would use. If you guys are looking at getting kind of your first camera, what I recommend is buy it secondhand. I've said this before in videos. I got this secondhand for about £330 I think it was, and that was also with the 50mm lens, and it's absolutely great. It does, especially just for Instagram, it does it perfect. All up guys, today was interesting. So the weather was absolutely kind of just like crap. It was just this overcast. There was, obviously if you guys have seen on my page, what I searched for a bit is a bit more shadows, you know, going for the shades, a bit more of that contrast. So today just wasn't having it, and that's just part of it guys. You know, you can't control the weather, so it's really good to have up your sleeve a few locations that almost aren't weather dependent. And as you saw, we went underground and those photos turned out great. All up, I think I've probably got about, you know, 2 or 3 photos I can use today, so that's pretty perfect. I'll just spread them out, and yeah, that's about it. So I hope that showed you guys a little bit more, like I said, of what it's like coming along and just kind of like showing you the whole process a bit. Like I said at the start, I'm no professional, I'm nothing like that. This is just what I do, and I just try to learn each day, learn things each time I go out and shoot. Sometimes when I set my camera up manually, you know, I get back, chuck it on Lightroom, and I realize like I just had them on the complete wrong settings. So all you do is guys, you just learn and try to get better each time. So guys, I've shown you how I take my photos, I've shown you kind of like the locations, my camera settings. The next step that we got to look into is how I edit my Instagram photos, and I know that's one that a lot of you guys have been asking for, so that is coming soon. Other than that guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did like it, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up, and if you guys are new to the file, make sure you do click that subscribe button down below. Also, come chill out with me on the daily guys, and you can do this by following my Instagram, which is at Simmons. I hope you enjoyed a bit more of this kind of like chilled out vlog today. If you'd like to see more of these, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, keep dressing well, and I'll see you fellas next time.